Hello, in this video we are going to see how we integrate our Magento customers and customer related information to Mautic. And as you all know, Mautic is an open source application where we have a good relationship with the customers through campaigns and sending emails and marketing. So we have two applications here. One is Mautic with the domain Mautic EGBC demo, and another application is Magento with the domain B2C EGBC demo. Login into Mautic first. So here you can see a nice dashboard where we have all the customer contacts created, page visits, form submissions, and a quick view of recent activity which was done in the application which is integrated with Mautic. In our case, Magento is the application which is integrated with Mautic. To integrate Mautic provides API settings here. It provides API credentials here. We create API credentials with a public key and secret key, and these keys has to be provided in Magento module, which is a premium module. In Magento we have to install a premium module, and this Magento has a premium module through which we can see a menu here and two options here. Here you can see Mautic configuration. When you click on Mautic configuration, we see a form where it requires client ID and secret key. You can see client ID, client secret, and the Mautic URL to which this Magento has to be integrated. The credentials which we created in Mautic, we have to provide it in Magento here, and the URL of Mautic we have to provide it here. Once this is done, we have to authenticate, and once this is authenticated, there are some options here which we have to manage, or by default it is enabled. And by default you can see abandoned cart here, and it is also by default once in a day, and it says the frequency inactive cart in 30 minutes. That means any cart in Magento which is left inactive for 30 minutes, then automatically it will be considered as abandoned, and this will be processed once in a day. This cron will be processed once in a day, and it will check the 30 minutes frequency of cart. You can make it twice a day, 4 times a day, every hour also. And you have some features here in Magento which is recency, frequency, and monitoring, which is self-explanatory. You can easily understand what this means, and this is basically to categorize the customer group, saying like if the customer comes in recency and frequency and monetary of these numbers, then the rating of the customer is 5. So this has been done basically so that we can segmentize the customer's information, so that we can segmentize the customer's information, which is later passed to Mautic through this integration which we have done. And in Mautic we have another option here which says like settings. Once you are authenticated, when you come to settings, it says like the connection status is connected, and here you can see contact properties, and by default all these are checked. Like it says like all these are considered to be the contact properties of the customer information, whatever of Magento here. And the segments are abandoned cart is one segment, best customer is one segment, big spenders is one segment. All these segments which you see here, you will almost see these segments in Mautic. And just to show you these segments, in Mautic we also have a segment option here, and when we go to segment option here, we have abandoned cart, new customers, best customers, all these segments. So these are enabled here. That means like this Magento module bifurcates the segments and customer segments, and when customer is synced to Mautic, these will be processed accordingly. So how we sync Magento customers to Mautic? There are three ways. One is you can directly go to settings, and there is one button called export customers. When you click on export customers, this will process all the customer information of Magento, and done. All the information is now processed through the API which is integrated with Magento, Mautic API which is integrated with Magento. And when you come here and click contacts here, you see all the customer information here with email ID and all this. That is one way of manually doing it. The other way is in configuration, it is mentioned as customer export settings. Here there are two options, observer and cron. Observer means whenever you create a customer in Magento, either through front end or back end, this, when you make it as an option here, it will consider that customer and call the event, and as soon as the customer is created in Magento, it will get processed here. That is one way of one by one moving customers to Mautic. The other way is like if you remove that, if you deselect it and select cron as an option, when you create a new customer in Magento, quickly it will not move to Mautic, but instead it will wait once in a day. It will process once in a day, twice a day, and based on the option which you select as a cron time, and due to which the contact information goes to Mautic. We will see segmentization and other related information of Mautic and this integration in another video.